Good morning. It's Memorial Day weekend, and I thought I would take you on a tour of the Burgundy Bed, which seems to be the one that's just really popping right now. Here's the planter I showed you earlier this year. We're about to get that foxglove blooming, and it's just spilling over beautifully, and I love the grasses. They're just really filling it out nicely. The other thing that's really hopping right now are these bee balm, and here's a deep purple. I can't tell you the variety, it's just purple. I split that one in two, so you'll see a little more of that later. The zinnia here I started from seed. It'll get a lot taller, but it's great bloom right now. This bee balm I planted last year, and bee balm is just having a moment. I'm also playing that game right now where I'm not sure if things are seeds or if they're weeds. We'll just wait and see. Here's a dahlia. And this is, I believe, dark moor. I'll confirm that later. But that is a pom-pom type dahlia. That looks like it's going to bloom really soon. My butterfly bush that's not doing much of anything. Look here, I have a mom that's getting really close to popping. Hard to believe this time of year. I'm so used to being a Michigan gardener where we wouldn't get that for a while. Here I've got some strawberry blonde marigolds. I planted those from seeds. Do they belong in the Burgundy Bed? No. Do I care? Not really. And you can see my hydrangea, which I planted 3 years ago, is blooming. I'm getting something is attacking the leaves a little bit, but I love that plant. Here's another bee balm I planted this spring. I'm really just trying to fill in this garden as much as I can. I'm using a lot of coleus and corabelle because that helps fit my palette. And here are these alliums, the drumstick alliums. Can you see them? I think so. I'll post a picture on the cover, but they just look great. Ignore the main bed. We'll look at that at another time. But lots and lots of lovely colors. And you can see here, that's the bee balm, other half. And they're all working together so nicely. This bed is what's making me happy right now. So now we're on the other side of the Burgundy Bed just to show you some of the things that are growing. There's an astilbe, but it doesn't do very well out here. I think I just get too much sun, but I love it. It's chocolate. Fits in here so nicely. There's some more of the drumstick alliums. There is a verbena that I planted. It's getting ready to bloom. Lots of dianthus. And some things have started to turn over for the spring. More zinnia. I am getting some bugs starting to go after some things, but I like to just let them run their course and figure that there's a balance to everything. I did plant this red coneflower, sorry. Probably wouldn't have put it here. It'll move to the tropical garden next year, but for right now I like what it's doing, and it's filling the space pretty nicely. There's another mum getting ready to go. And this is a rubica. I was afraid the deer would get it, so I've kept it under cover for right now. Several cellulose that I planted from seed. This is the first year I've done a lot of seed, and they're doing really, really well out here. And here's some blue cornflower. Maybe it doesn't fit, but I like it. I also really like the height here and the color contrast. You'll see I have quite a few hellebore or Lenten roses that dot this garden, which is nice. Down here in the south, it really lets me get some color. In the winter months, they start blooming as early as Christmas. And then down here, I have a red salvia, jewel salvia. I love those. They reseed so easily. I can bloom them throughout the garden. And then down at the bottom, I thought a nice edge plant would be this. It's supposed to be red carpet ecilium, but clearly they're not red. They're a pastel color. Nonetheless, they are very low maintenance and they're filling the border nicely. So we'll leave them be. And then last here thing I'm going to show you, most of my snapdragons are getting ready to turn over. They bloom really starting in February and March. Down here, remember I'm zone 8. but they have been lovely, and now I'm replacing them with salvia. All right. And right behind the lily there, I've got a balloon flower just about ready to pop. Okay. I'll show you the other beds here later, probably this weekend still, but I thought you might enjoy a quick romp through here.